ourselves out of these plastic boxes and settle in a little village on the shore of Great Lake Malawi. It's bright and early. You push your little wooden canoe out into the ocean of fresh water that stretches as far as your eyes can see. Looking over the edge, you see thousands of fish, water thriving with life. Every day, you set out to cast your nets and quite literally put food on the table. But what happens if one day you look over the edge and there's nothing left to see? What happens if you pull up your nets and there's nothing left to catch? What happens if the fish of Lake Malawi disappeared? Good morning, everyone. I am a scientist studying fish populations of Lake Malawi. Lake Malawi is a critical resource that is shared by not one, not two, but 3 African countries and supports the livelihoods of more than 1.6 million people. Did you know that it has the greatest number of freshwater fish species in the world? People come from all over the globe just to see them and even take them home to keep in their tanks. But through pollution, overfishing, and habitat destruction, these fish populations are being threatened. 10% of fish species in Lake Malawi are at risk of extinction. While that may not sound like much, let me illustrate. If each of these represents a fish species in Lake Malawi, this is how much we stand to lose. Since these fish are so valuable, we know we need to protect them. But how can we do this if we don't know how their populations are changing? We can only do this by monitoring the situation. So I invited the fish to dinner. By placing underwater cameras with little baited snack stations in different parts of the lake, I was able to record the fish that came to the party. This allowed me to have a look at all the different groups of the fish living in the lake without stomping through their homes like the big friendly giant. Using this fish footage, I could count the individuals of different populations and see how their numbers are changing over time. I could also see where each species was spending most of its time and where it preferred to live. This information helps us to identify which species need immediate help so that we can protect the areas that are most important to them and allow their populations to recover. It helps us create plans to use the lake sustainably so that the fish can be around for years to come and the people who rely on them never have to worry about where to find their next meal. Thank you.